Hello my dear students, today we are going to learn class 6, okay, social science. We will take up histories, okay. So history chapter number 8, vital villages and thriving town, okay. We will learn that one, okay. Before we start our topic, we will let us see one story, okay. Parakar was sitting, okay, on one blacksmith shop, okay. uh, that is what small bench. So he was sitting and he was watching, okay, that what the worker was doing, okay. That means the worker was making the tools, okay, the iron tool, light axe or the sickles, okay. So there he see a bright, okay, fire and burning, okay, and two men are hitting and beating that metal rod, okay, to make it into a shape, okay. So this was very noisy as well as this was very hot, okay. And to watch this one, that is very interesting, okay. Let us see. That means we are going to study about the iron, okay, tools, okay, iron tools and the agricultures, okay. Even today what happened, we are still using, okay, the iron tools, okay. So even today, that means iron is what granted today, okay. Nowadays what happened, iron and steel, okay, it is very important even in our daily life also, okay. Iron was started using in our in the subcontinent about 3,000 years ago, okay. Some of the okay, some of the largest collection of iron tools, okay, and weapons which was found in where which was found in the megalithic burial, okay. That means archaeology have founded the iron tools and weapons, okay, in the megalithic burial, okay. We have learned in chapter number 4. So around 2500 years ago, there is an evidence for growing of iron tool. That means in 2500 years ago, that means the archaeologists found that the uses of iron tool have been increases, okay. So so they have making what axe, okay, for clearing the forest, for iron plow spear, okay, for cultivation purpose, okay. That means we have seen in chapter number 5, okay. So with the help of using that iron spore, okay, iron spear, iron shear, then when the production of agriculture have been increased, okay. The other step to increase the production, okay, not only the uses of iron tools, okay. That means irrigation is very important for agriculture, okay. Let us see. The king and the kingdom you have been reading about could not have existed without the support of flourishing village. That means in any kingdoms, okay, or the king, okay, they were supported by the farmer. That means the farmer provide what food or something like that, and they used to give tax to the government, okay, or the rulers, okay, during that times, okay. They are very important. So while new tools and the system of transplantation increased production. That means we have already learned in chapter number 5 uses of iron tool on transplantation method. It increased the production level. Not only that, they have started using of irrigation also, okay. During that time, irrigation, they used to build, okay, like canal, well, tank, or artificial lake also they used to make, okay. So if you look at the chart, okay, you will find that some of the steps in the construction of irrigation work are method, okay. Fill in the rest of by using the following. Labor is provided by the people. Farmer are also benefit because crop production more certain. Farmer have to increase their production to pay tax, okay. King provide money and plant irrigation. That means these are the what helping each other now. If the king have allowed to use what iron, that means what they are going to increase their production, agricultural production, okay. That one, okay. Next, see, okay, let us see who live in the village, okay. So there are three different kind of people, okay. They used to live in the village, okay, in the southern as well as northern subcontinent, okay. Let us see the first one, southern part, okay. That is Tamil region. Landowner, okay, they are known as what, velalar, okay. That ordinary plowmen, they are known as ujavar, okay. and the landless labor, okay, including slave, they are known as Kadaisiar or Adimai, okay. Or what about the northern part? The northern part, okay, the village, okay, the village headmen, they are known as what? Grama Boza, okay. These are mainly by these headmen, they are mainly by men, okay. That means they used to follow generation by generation. That means heredity, okay. In other words, you can see heredity. This Gram Bozaka, they have a large area, so that's why he hired, okay, he had a lot of slave and he hired the laborers, okay, for the cultivation of their land, okay. So he was very powerful. The king used to tell him, or the king is giving some work to collect the tax, okay, from the village, okay. Or sometimes he function as a judge, okay, or sometimes he function as a like a policeman, okay. That means this headman is Gram Bozaka is very powerful, okay. That means he have to function as a judge, or sometimes as a policeman, or sometimes as an tax collector, okay. So apart from Gram Bozaka, okay, there were other independent farmer. That independent farmer, they are known as what? Grihapatis, okay. These Grihapatis are what? The small land farmer, land owners, you can say that, okay. And there were men and women such as Karamakara, okay. That means Dasa Karamakara are the people who did not have their land, okay. And they had the earning livelihood. That means they have to do work in the other field, okay. So in most of the village, there were also some craft person, okay. That means in every village you will find some craft person like blacksmith, okay, potter, or the carpenter, or the weavers, okay. These are very common. So finding out about city story, travelers, sculptures, and the archaeologies, okay. You may have heard of the Zakatas, okay. These were the story that were probably composed by an ordinary people. That this Zakata, that means Zakata is what? It is a story, okay. This was composed by an ordinary people, and this was preserved by the Buddhist monk, okay. This was written by an ordinary man, and it was preserved in Buddhist monk, okay. Here the Zakata story, okay, which tell us about the poor man gradually became rich, okay. That means in this Zakata stories, okay, they tell that if that poor woman, how the poor man they became a rich, okay. They are narrating, okay, that one. And next is what we can use, okay, other kind of evidence to find out about the life in some of these early cities, okay. That means the archaeology have find some evidence, okay. What are the other, okay, life, okay, how they are live, okay, they used to live in that in the early cities times, okay. That means sculpture, crafts, scenes depicting people live in the town and village, as well as in the forest, as well as in the forest. That means sculpture, craft, okay. That means we have seen even in a town, village, or even in an forest also. Many of these sculptures, okay, that means were used, that means these sculptures, okay, they used to decorate a railing, okay, that for decorating the railing, or even the pillar, or even the gateway of building, okay, where that were visited by the peoples, okay. That means there were many what sculptures, okay, these were done by that people, okay. Many of the city that developed from 2500 years ago were the capital of Mahajanapadas, okay. That you have learned in chapter number 5, okay. That is many of the cities which were developed, okay, about 2500 years ago, that was the capital of Mahajanapada. We have already learned in chapter number 5. So what happened? These cities, okay, these cities were surrounded, these Mahajanapada cities, they were surrounded by a massive fortified wall, okay. That means they were surrounded by a wall, okay, fortification wall, okay, massive, okay. In many cities, archaeology have found raw pots, okay. That means in many cities, okay, the archaeologists found what? Raw pot, or the cremate rings, okay, arranged on the top of the others, okay. That means like this, okay, these rings, okay, they have found that one. So these are known as what? Ring well, Okay, these are known as the ring well. These seem to be used. Okay, that means even today the archaeology did not know what purpose they are using that ones. Okay, they have told that this was used for the toilet purpose. Okay, and drain and the garbage dumps. Okay, so, or sometimes grain for grain or drain garbage dumps. Okay, these ring well are usually found in individual. These, okay, ring well, they are found in every individual house. Okay, this is used for toilet or for garbage dump, okay, or drain. So we have hardly any remain of place, market, or home of ordinary people. Perhaps some are yet try to discover. Archaeologists, other wood bricks, okay, threads have not been survived. That means the archaeologists, they try to find out about the ordinary peoples. Okay, but what happened, the archaeologists, okay, even the wood, mud brick threads are not having survived. That means the wood, the mud brick, okay, even the threads, they cannot survive for a long time, so they are not get evidence that much. Okay, and another way of finding out the early cities in from the account of sailors and the traveler who visit them. That means another is what, the city. Okay, city is from the account of sailors or the travelers who visit them. Okay, that means from the travelers. Okay, one most detailed account have been found by an unknown Greek sailor. He described that all the port he visited. Okay, that means even the sailors, okay, that means they used to keep some record now, like that. The travelers, okay, sailor and traveler, they used to keep some record. Okay, whenever they visit some port, they used to keep record. Okay, one such evidence is what, Greek sailors. Okay, he described all the port he visited. Okay, fine. That Baruns on map 7, page number 105, then read about the description of the cities. Okay, that means uh, here they are going, that means in every what happened they visited, they are going to be what, told. That means they this port is used for wine or copper, tin, or something for coral, for transporting of gold or silver, like that. Okay, so for export they include Himalaya, or that means they are going to what, indicate. Okay, that one, that means they are indicating from some area they are taking that one, and from some area they are taking, they are collecting the Gulf. Okay, is a narrow at the Bragana and very hard to navigate for this, coming from the sea. Okay, ship had to be steered in the skillful and experienced local fishermen uh, who were employed, okay, by the king. Okay, that means the king, they are employing that one. Okay, some fishermen, the import, they used to import what, wine, copper, tin, lead, coral, topaz. Okay, that cloth, gold, and silver, they are exported what, from the Himalaya, ivory, agates. Okay, carnelian, cotton, silk, even the perfume. Okay, so special gifts were brought by the merchant for the king. That means whenever this port or merchant they came, they bring special gift for the king. Okay, this include what, silvers, okay, singing boys, okay, beautiful women, even fine wine or the fine clothes. Okay, this was the story. Okay, about the sailors, Greek sailors. Okay, and let us see the coin. Okay, coin, you may have noticed how well is measured in terms of coil. Okay, in the story of page number 82. That means you have learned about what how the coil is, what coin is using. Okay, archaeology have found several thousand of coin belonging to this period. That means the archaeologists found several, okay, thousand of coins. Okay, so the earliest coin which were used about 500, okay, years were punch mark coin. Okay, such as, that means the coin like that. Okay, they are like this. Okay, that, okay, this was found, okay, by the archaeologists. Okay, that means this coin is using during that times. Okay, and next is what, city with many function. That means the city is going to function with many functions. They are not going to perform only one single functions. Okay, that means they have many functions. That is multi functions. That is see, very often, okay, a single town was very important varieties of regions. Okay, let us look at Mathura. Okay, that means let us take in some importance. Okay, regions. Okay, so we will take up the example of Mathura cities. Okay, Mathura is very important. Okay, especially 200 500 years, okay, more than, okay, that means even today Mathura is very famous. Okay, so it was very important. Why it is very important? Because it is located at the crossroad of two routes. Okay, that means Mathura is located at the crossroad, okay, at the junction of two roads. Okay, so many travelers, okay, they used to go with this routes. Okay, so they used to do travel, and they are doing trade. Okay, that means from the northwest to the east, okay, from north to south. That means this is the junction point. Okay, there were fortified, okay, around the cities for several terrains. Okay, that means there is also one beautiful city. Okay, and the farmer and the herder from the adjoining area. That means from the for this, okay, for this cities, okay, many farmer they are providing what food for the peoples, okay, those who are living in that cities. Okay, Mathura also the centers, okay, where extremely fine sculpture were also produced. That means Mathura, in Mathura, they are not only the cities, okay, cities for the trading purpose, or they are also, you will find the sculpture. Okay, from here they are producing sculpture. Okay, about 2000 years ago, Mathura became a second capital. That means Mathura is become very important, so that's why they became the capital, second capital of Kusanas. Okay, that means we are going to read in chapter number 9. Okay, Mathura is a religious center. Okay, that means even today Mathura is very famous because of their religion centers. Okay, Buddhist monastery, Jain shrines. Okay, it was important center for worship of Krishna. Okay, that means many is, okay, many is that one thinker, they used to came and they used to worship. Okay, they came to worship here, and this is very important. Okay, many thinker they used to visit, and many memorable things you will find here. Okay, so they are associated with this one. Several inscriptions on the surface, such as stone slabs, statue, have been found in Mathura. That means in Mathura you will find many inscriptions. Okay, that is in the stones or in the form of statue. Okay, we are going to found in Mathura. So generally, what happened? This was short inscription recording gift made by men or sometimes women to monastery and shrines. They were made of king and queen, officer, merchant, and craft person who live in the cities. That means many inscription. Okay, they are recording. Okay, they are recording in the form of inscription. Okay, so for instance, inscription of Mathura mention goldsmith. Okay, that means they are mentioned about the goldsmith. They are mention about what blacksmith, weaver, basket maker, garland, or perfume. Okay, and next is what craft and craft person. Okay, we also have archaeological evidence for craft. That means we are also having some evidence of archaeology. This include extremely fine potteries. Okay, so this include what, even the fine potteries. Okay, so they are known as what, northern black polish ware. Okay, so NBPW. Okay, it get its name the fact it is generally found in the northern part of the subcontinent. That means that was found in the northern part of the continent. Okay, remember that the archaeology evidence for many craft may not be survived. That means the evidence many craft, okay, they are not survive. Okay, that means only few were found. Okay, we know that from the text that the manufacture of cloth was very important. That means manufacture of cloth is also very important. There were famous centers such as Varanasi in the north, Madurai in the south. Okay, both men and women work in this center. That means Madurai and Varanasi, this is famous for the cloth. Okay, many craft person and the merchant now, okay, form association. That means that association is known as what, Chinese. Okay, the Chinese craft person, okay, they are provided what training. Okay, they are provided training or produce raw material or distributed finished product. Okay, these serines they organize what merchant organize and the trade. Okay, and these serines also serve as a bank. Okay, so they serve as a bank or where rich men and women deposited money. Okay, that means this series, okay, this is very important. So they in this was invest and many part of the interest was returned and used support religions institution and monastery. That means the money which come from they were what doing support of religion institution, even the monastery also. Okay, and next is what a closer look, Arika Medu. Okay, yes, we are going to find in page number 105 about okay, so read the box of Rome on page number 88. Okay, we are going to read it. So between 2200 up and 1900 years ago, okay, that means Arikemedu was a what was a coastal settlement where ship unload goods. That means this Arikemedu, okay, it was what it was near the coastal area. So in this place, okay, from the ship they are doing unload goods, okay, which are bring from distant land. Okay, so a massive brick structure which have been a warehouse was found in this site. Okay, warehouse also found in this Arikemedu. Another find include pottery. Okay, pottery from the Mediterranean region. That means even pottery, okay, which we're bringing from Mediterranean region, such as amphorae, okay, tall double-handed jars, okay, contain liquid such as wine or oil. Okay, that means stamped red gadgeted poultry known as Adriatine ware, okay, which was named after the city in Italy. That means many were, okay, this in this Arkandu they found so many evidence. Okay, this was made by pressing wet clays, okay, into a star mold, and that means that clay, okay, that flow pot is made with what wet clay, okay, by pressing wet clay into a stamped mold. Okay, there was yet another kind of pottery which was made locally. That means some pot are made locally, or some pots are brought from other countries. Okay, though Roman design were used. That means even the some design, okay, why? Because there that is a trading place, so they are going to copy. Okay, Roman lamp, glassware, and the gems also have been found in this site. That means that is a trading what center, so that's why they are found so many things. Okay, small tank have been found that were probably dying wet. That means even a small what happened tank also found for dyeing purpose. Okay, for dyeing of clothes, something like that. This is plenty of evidence for making beds, some precious stone and glasses. Okay, that means some evidence also found beds of semi precious stones and glasses. Okay, so that's all for today. Okay, that's all about today's so we have finished, okay, this chapter number 8. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.